What's up? We back at it again. One of the best revolutionaries out here. I'm back at it again. You know, Haiti Life Matters. We back out here for the Haitian consulate. And today, I'm going to talk about what's going on in Mali right now. In France, and colonialism. Mali's having a revolution right now, the Kingdom of Mali. Mali was one of the greatest civilizations of Africa ever. A lot of people don't know about Mali. But I'm going to tell you some things about Mali and Haiti and France and how it all connects. Now, check it out. Now, I told you guys, I'm a member of the Indigenous Army of Haiti, and I'm also a Smelly Butler Marine. I've always also told you about the Battle de Veritière. Battle de Veritière was one of the most important battles during the Haitian Revolution. It's almost as important as Bois de Caiman, the first one with Bookman and all that. The most important one is Battle de Veritière. At the Battle de Veritière, which was the last battle of Haiti, was where the Indigenous Army of Haiti was formed. Yeah, that's when it was formed, the Indigenous Army of Haiti. And it was the Maroons that made sure that it was called the Indigenous Army of Haiti, because the Maroons consisted of the indigenous population that had been fighting since Columbus survived. Now, as I told you before, the claim is Christopher Columbus was the first one to discover the Americas, to discover Haiti, mon chéri. But that is a lie. I'm going to keep it real. There was a man named Mansa Musa. He was one of the most richest men of all time, Mansa Musa, worth over $400 billion. Yeah, today's money. Now, Mansa Musa came to the throne because his older brother abdicated the throne. Why did his older brother Abu Bakr abdicate the throne? His older brother abdicated the throne because he had been teaching, he had been learning in Timbuktu. At the time, Timbuktu was the center of learning in Africa, and he had been going to Timbuktu and learning, and he found out about there was land across the Americas. That was a myth. Like there was land across the ocean. He wanted to find out. So Abu Bakr sent an expedition to find out if there was land across. That's what he did. He sent an expedition. And what happened is he filled up like 3 ships. I don't know how many people. And then next thing you know, he sent out his expedition. His expedition left, came back a couple months later with one person came back telling him how they went so far. A couple of them seen land, and he returned. So what happened was that after he did the expedition, what happened was once the guy returned, Abu Bakr was amazed. And what happened is he vacated the throne. He set up a couple ships, about 3 or 4 ships, and he went to the Americas himself. He set sail for the Americas himself. Now, what the narrative is, the European history, and there's a term that Trump like to use called fake news. Well, I use it called fake history. There's a lot of fake history out there when it comes to colonial history, because as you know, history is written by the conquerors or those who win, by the lions. It's not written by the people who lost. Even though Haiti didn't lose, the narrative, because all other black people were colonized and subjugated, Haiti never got to tell its own story. But basically, to make a long story short, Queen Anna Kanoa of Haiti, who was the Queen of Haiti at the time of the arrival of Columbus, she noted to one of her chiefs that some of the people who were black that came with Columbus, some of the black Moors that came with it, reminded her of of Abu Bakari and his expedition, which made it to the Americas. She noted that in that letter, that they did make it to the Americas, because at the time they made it to South America. It was big news and it spread because they brought all types of new stuff that had never been seen before from Africa to the Americas.